Coyote Waits, penned by American author Tony Hillerman in 1990, is a captivating detective novel. It holds a significant place in Hillerman's renowned series, known to fans as both the Joe Leaphorn and Jim Chee series and the Navajo Tribal Police series. The story revolves around the diligent efforts of officers Leaphorn and Chee as they tackle crimes within a reservation and its surrounding towns. Set against the backdrop of the post-Vietnam War era, Coyote Waits explores the lives of rural residents in the American West, many of whom were displaced by the war. These individuals become entangled in perplexing criminal cases that challenge Leaphorn and Chee's investigative skills. The novel captures the essence of the era, delving into the unique struggles faced by its characters. At the beginning of the story, Officer Chee arranges to meet Officer Nez during their break at the Red Rock trading post. However, Officer Nez radios in, announcing that he has apprehended the individual responsible for defacing rock formations with graffiti. Convinced by Nez's light-hearted tone, Chee decides to continue his break without joining him. Yet, a nagging feeling prompts Chee to change his plans and head towards Nez's location. When he arrives, he discovers Nez's police car ablaze, with Nez trapped inside. Chee manages to rescue him, but it is too late. Nez has suffered fatal gunshot wounds. As the detective team arrives to investigate the incident, Chee apprehends a suspect near the scene, a drunk man named Ashley Pinto, armed with a gun. Following the events, Chee finds himself hospitalized with severe burns. Two individuals familiar with Pinto, his niece Mrs. Kiani and Professor Louisa Burebanet, reach out to Leaphorn, adamantly asserting Pinto's innocence in Officer Nez's murder. Burebanet had been collaborating with Pinto, a crystal gazer, on research related to desert mysticism. While Mrs. Kiani acknowledges Pinto's struggle with alcoholism and a past incident of lethal violence, she firmly believes that he is incapable of committing the same crime again. Motivated by their claims, Leaphorn embarks on a quest to identify the owner of the vehicle that left the scene of Nez's murder as Chee arrived. His investigation leads him to Huan Ji, a man under CIA protection who recently arrived from Vietnam, adding a layer of complexity to the case. During Chee's recovery in the burn unit, he reaches a decision to resign from the police force once the murder case is resolved. Determined to find the truth, he actively participates in the investigation and establishes a connection between Pinto and Professor Taggart. Taggart is on a quest to locate the grave of the notorious bank robber Butch Cassidy. Chee encounters Odell Red, a world languages expert who works with Taggart. Meanwhile, Leaphorn heads to Huan Ji's residence to interview him but discovers Ji's lifeless body. Prior to his demise, Ji left two cryptic messages on his wall: "Save Taka" and "Lied to Chee." Leaphorn learns that Taka is Ji's teenage son, and the officers realize that Taka was the individual driving Ji's car at the crime scene. They locate Taka, and he claims to have been observing the graffiti artist and Pinto from a distance. When he noticed Pinto's intoxication, he drove away. To validate Taka's account, Chee returns to the rock formation. There, he stumbles upon two mummified bodies, an old saddle, and a saddlebag. The area is infested with rattlesnakes, posing a challenge for Chee to retrieve the saddlebag safely. Just as he is about to give up, he notices drag marks leading to a third corpse, Professor Taggart. Odell Red stands over the deceased professor, pointing his gun at Chee. Red admits to driving the three men to the rock formation on the day of Nez's murder. A dispute over Butch Cassidy's grave escalated, with Taggart threatening Red at gunpoint to leave. Unbeknownst to Taggart, Pinto seized the opportunity to take Red's gun and fatally shot Taggart. Red fled the scene thereafter. In a desperate attempt to claim the saddlebag, Red disturbs a rattlesnake, which bites his throat. Holding Chee at gunpoint, Red forces him to retreat. Red escapes in his car, but not before disabling Chee's vehicle, rendering it inoperable. Chee makes his way to the trading post and manages to catch a flight to Albuquerque, hoping to arrive in time for Pinto's court case the following morning to reveal the truth. Unfortunately, he arrives just after Pinto confesses to the murders of both Taggart and Nez, attributing his actions to alcoholism. As the novel draws to a close, Red's lifeless body is discovered inside his vehicle on a quiet country road. With this final discovery, Leaphorn finds satisfaction in the resolution of the case and decides it's time to embark on a well-deserved vacation. Chee, on the other hand, finds himself entering into a romantic relationship with Janet Pete, a lawyer he has long held an interest in a twist of fate. Leaphorn extends an invitation to Professor Berebenet to accompany him on a journey to China. Delighted by the prospect of exploring new horizons, Leaphorn embraces the opportunity, with the frustrating and eccentric crime plot behind them. Both protagonists find themselves rejuvenated and filled with optimism for their futures beyond the realm of law enforcement. The story ends on a hopeful note, leaving readers with a sense of renewed possibilities for the characters' lives. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.